and then the bed just flips out like that. We're ready to go.
Oh my God.
Is that fast enough? Make it a couch. It's just like this. Done. Okay.
Wow. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today we're in Quartzsite, Arizona. I got to talk to Tom here. Tom, welcome to the channel.
Thank you very much.
So Tom, what is it that you're living in right now?
I am living in a Sprinter. This is a 2003 T1N Sprinter, and it's the long, tall one that's 157-inch wheelbase. Wonderful vehicle, pre-emissions, and I really wanted one of those.
Very good. And what inspired you to buy this particular vehicle?
I was out at the 2019 RTR and I saw a guy with an amazing build. It was unlike anything I'd ever seen. He had room, and I needed something long enough to actually do the build. This works.
Well, let's go ahead and start the tour.
Okay.
All right.
All right, welcome to my home.
So Tom,
Okay.
what is that thing in your window right there?
Well, you want ventilation when it's hot without bugs. And they sell these louvered window things for you, but they're like $120. And I looked at the thing and I said, it's easy to make. This is a Soffit Vent that you can buy from Home Depot. They cost about $3. And this is Lagoon plywood, and they just cut it out. And they just, when you roll up the window, it locks it in place. All right.
Wow, Tom, the first thing I noticed that this has so much room in here, so much space.
This is what impressed me when I was at the RTR. I couldn't believe it. This one, spacious, and there's 12 feet of counter space here.
Unheard of.
Nothing has that. I got everything here, but it's all hidden. The guy who I copied this from, his name is Ron Moak, and he wanted this as his Zen space. He didn't want anybody to see his kitchen, his bathroom, or his bedroom, but it's all here. It's just hidden. Just starting here at the beginning, I don't know where to start. I have a composting toilet. It's in here. I went through a lot of different composting toilets. I built one with everything the $1,000 one had. That was one of the first things I built. I was just amazed that there was such a simple solution. But this is just a 5-gallon bucket. It pulls out. I do have a fan in there. We just unplug that. It pulls out, easy to use. It's not bad. They don't smell.
So you built this your own. How much do you think it cost you to build?
Almost nothing, because the only thing that you got to buy is urine diverter. And there's a guy, look up Johnny Compost. He's got a few of them. $60 diverter. It's a little bit costly, but it works great. And I have a fan in there. It vents it just down to the footwell. The fan is not to get rid of the smell. They don't smell. It's just to get rid of moisture. To move it back in, pretty simple. Slides back in. And then I just hook up the connection again. And there it is. The fan's going. And we're done. I do have a kitchen, and it's all right here. I spent a long time trying to figure out how to do this. You see there's various cuts in this thing. But it's like how to hinge this thing so it would really work well. I had hinges. You can see where I sliced the thing up. But I found the best way to do it was no hinge at all. So the cover just comes off. And of course, underneath here, there's an induction cooktop. All right. And a sink. Comes out like that. But now the cover, you say I've lost my counter space. Not really. I can recover it like that. It works well, but even more useful, since I have so much anyways. But here is an extra workspace or more people for dinner. And
so you just pull those bottom drawer all a little further out, and the top one not as much?
That's right. Well, all it does is, that's a good brace for it. Okay. And I can pull that out further. But whatever it is, now I can put a lot of weight on it. And then put it back like this. Put this down. And like here. One thing that I have done also, you can't get this off once it's down. There's a very strong magnet right here. And the magnet is strong enough so that it will go right through the plastic here and hold it up right there. I really wanted a Berkey filter. Berkeys are huge. They take up a lot of counter space. They have to be elevated. There's a spigot. You can't tell how much water is in them. And then you have to get a pan or something to fill it. I have a Berkey filter that gets rid of all the problems. This is, a water-safe, PBA-free jug that I can see how much water's in it. And the actual Berkey element is inside it. As I come down here and put this in here, and it is a gravity filter, and it will just fill that up. But, of course, the problem was I had to pull it down and fill it. Not anymore. The Berkey is filling.
Where is that coming from?
That's coming from my main water tank.
Oh.
It's just put right into my water system. Now, there's another problem that you got with Berkeys, is that you have to back flush them every once in a while. Okay, I figured a way around that. I just screw this in to the faucet and then plug that into here, turn on the water, and it back flushes the filter.
Genius.
And suddenly it's going again. So that's most of the problems with a Berkey filter. To stop the flow, just put this up here. There's one other thing that I did. After people do the dishes, they leave them in the sink. I did not want to do that. If you'll notice under here, I have screens, and when I have wet dishes, I just put them up here and they air dry. Now, food storage. I found the easiest way to do this is just put it in a basket. The basket pulls out, I know what's in the basket, and then here's all the condiments. Just bring it out here, I can rummage through, find them fast. And over here is some canned goods. And there's a Instant Pot there. That's a handy thing to have.
So you mentioned you have a induction cooktop and the Instapot.
Yeah.
What are you doing for your electrical system?
Oh, there's 400 watts on the roof. And right here, I have a battery. I had a sort of a self-made battery with 8 3.2 volt cells. You know, they're 230 amp hours each of lithium. So putting 8 together basically makes a 24 volt battery. A 24 volt, 230 amp hour battery, which would be the same as a 460 amp hour 12 volt battery. But it's only this long, that high, that wide, and weighs 73 pounds.
Wow.
So it's compact if you build it yourself. I did put a heater underneath it, very simple. There's a really good BMS on it. And then there's a 3,000 watt inverter right here and the MPPT charge controller right there. But everything can be seen from right up here. I'm at 80.9% charged. I want to be able to see everything. And over here I have the fuse panel for DC. I'm taking a converter. It does 40 amps. It takes the 24 volts at 40 amps and converts it into 13.6 volts. Don't do a 12 volt, do a 13.6. And because in your longer runs, you'll wind up with too much voltage drop if you use a 12. Big refrigerator. These are wonderful. It's Indel B. Lots of people use that. This is truck fridge. They probably have the best deal. Food storage. I have 2 large drawers under here. And, you know, that'll give you an idea. I got a good 50 pounds of food in each of those. For a long time, I was just holding it with my head. But then I finally said, nah, the heck with it. I just put a magnet up there. I just took a little piece of sheet metal and just bent it. And it just clips onto this. And it's just very simple. I don't need to have anything fancy. And it works perfect. I don't lock them. I've never had anything come out. It's the lip here. You want to have a lip. And even though you bounce around, nothing will come out.
So Tom, how often are you on the road and what inspired you to first hit the road?
I've been looking at an RV for a long time, and I watched Bob Wells' videos, among other things, and wow, I got to go do this. I live in New Hampshire. I have a paid-for house on a wonderful street, but I was getting older. God, I'm 80, but and I'm, you know, and I wasn't doing anything in the winter. I loved the winter when I was a kid, but now I don't. This is the most incredible place to come in the winter. It's wonderful. 4 months out of the year, I come out in the beginning of December, and I go back mid-April.
What's been your experience so far on the road as far as community, people you've met?
This is the friendliest place I've ever been, is on the road. Everybody loves you. You never have a problem. People say, oh, I don't know anybody. Just walk down, and if you see somebody camping, say hello. You've probably got a friend immediately. Most people want to talk to you, and they've got a story. And you sit down and you've got a new friend. They'll invite you to a campfire. You'll have them over. Wonderful. Okay, some more electrical. A lot of people have their battery disconnect hidden or in their garage. I put it right here. If I pull that disconnect, it disconnects the battery fully, and it pulls a disconnect here on the battery that there's a breaker here, which is done properly. You want both the positive and the negative. That's code. So if I pull this, boom, everything's disconnected.
Very safe.
It's easy, and it's right here. You know, you smell something burning, you want to turn that thing off now. Like most, I have a Lagoon table. It is wonderful. Every morning I sit down here, I pull out my computer, I do all the work I got to do, I eat here, I can have another person here, it's fabulous. Or, you know, move it around any way you want.
So Tom, where do you sleep in here? Just on the couch?
No, this is a bed.
Oh.
I'll give you an idea what it's like. This is what impressed me. Now, if I built this out of a little heavier materials, I might not have to do that, but I just have some supports here, and then the bed just flips out like that. We're ready to go.
Oh my God.
Is that fast enough?
That is brilliant. And now make it a couch again.
Make it a couch. It's just like this. Done. Okay.
Wow.
My bedding is all up above here, and I just pull it down, and I have a bed in a minute. And the same to undo it. It is so fast.
So Tom, I've never seen a bed work like that. How did you get inspired to do that?
Actually, this is a somewhat common bed from older times, but I saw Ron Moak with this thing, and in his video, he explains how he did this bed. He paid about $1,500 for it to be made for him. Well, I didn't want to spend that kind of money, but I looked all over the internet, and I found I could buy just the brackets. The brackets are right here, and I just put them on this base, and it works. Look up Jackknife bed bracket, and you'll find it, and they're cheap.
You know, you talk about saving money and doing things a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
How much do you think you spent on this entire build?
In 2019, I was able to buy this van for $8,200. You'd never get it for that now. They've really gone up in price, particularly these older Sprinters. With everything, $7,000 or $8,000 in the build itself.
Do you have anything else in here you want to show me?
I have an indoor shower.
What? Where?
Indoor hot shower. It took me a while to figure this one out, but it's so simple. Almost anybody can put this into their van. My entire shower is in this bag. It weighs 7 pounds. All right, it's all there. The secret is a folding dog bath goes right there. It's 32 inches in diameter. There it is right there. Nothing to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Then a shower curtain, and notice the snaps here. They just snap to the ceiling. Then I have, this is a pump. There's the shower head. What I do is I put my 3-quart pan on the stove, heat that up to just about boiling. Then I have a bucket, put that in the sink, add cold water until it's just right. Drop the pump in, it clips to the ceiling, and we're taking a shower.
So that is so much room inside. You must not have very much storage in the back then.
Well, I have a little bit. That was one thing that this build permits. I went a little crazy. This comes back all the way back to there. It's about 37, 38 inches.
Wow.
That's going back. There's a water tank right there. And then I can walk in to get to all my stuff up in here. I do have AC, power cord here, ladder. There's just way too much junk.
Tom, thank you so much for the incredible tour we just took. I couldn't believe how much space was in there,
Yeah.
in all the counters. Amazing.
Yeah.
So thank you again for doing that.
Okay. Actually, it's fun. I just hope some other people do this build. I've never seen anybody else do it. It's not a hard thing to build.
That's
it
awesome.
It really isn't.
Now, if someone had questions for you specifically, can we get a hold of you?
Yeah. I'm not a big one on social media or anything like that. Email me. Tomsvan at projectboard, that's projectboard.com.
All right, very
Okay.
good. That's perfect. Thank you so much for putting yourselves out there for us. So folks out there, take him up on the offer. If you have any questions about his build, you're welcome to email it, or you can put it in the comments below. Let us know what you thought or what questions you'd have. We'd love to hear in the comments below. If you got anything out of today's video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, share it with friends, and until next time, we'll see you down the road. Bye, guys. Big thumbs up, share it with friends. There's
Don't
something I'm
forget to
missing.
subscribe.
Subscribe, that's what I'm like, what am I forgetting?
I was going to put it in for you.